When Bobby decided to marry into the family, he didn't realize he was marrying into the family. And when his soon-to-be father-in-law, Don, asked him to sign some family documents, including a deed to a property that Bobby inherited from his grandmother, it was an offer he couldn't refuse. But Bobby told Don he'd have his attorney look over the documents first. That's when the family ties got a bit less comfortable. Don didn't think Bobby should be asking so many questions, so he took him on a long drive to a narrow bridge and told him it was time to make the family ties official. Deciding he'd rather wear a gold band than a pair of cement shoes, Bobby signed the deed. Don was thrilled and threw the couple the wedding of the century. Of course, he'd recently come into some money since the sale of Bobby's grandmother's property had been so lucrative. The buyer, Betty Ray Davis, thought the idyllic cottage with its rows of sugar maples was the perfect place to retire. 10 years later, Don was sleeping with the fishes due to a mysterious and untimely demise. So Bobby set out to get his inheritance back. When he found Betty Ray knitting peacefully on his grandmother's porch, he thought his luck was dry. That is, until he sued for ownership of the property, claiming that he signed over the deed under undue influence and duress. Unfortunately for Betty Ray, her idyllic retirement plans didn't include an owner's policy of title insurance, and she was unprepared for the tangled web of litigation that Bobby was about to weave. The attorney's fees required to defend Betty Ray's title ate up her retirement funds, but losing her home would have broken Betty's heart. Guess she should have bought an owner's policy before getting mixed up in family business. When it comes to protecting your investment, don't get tangled in problems from the past. Make sure you have an owner's policy of title insurance.